We pick up the handpan, and the first thing that we play is the same thing that we've been playing for months already because we just can't seem to get out of the loop. Well, luckily, I don't seem to be stuck in that anymore. I've changed a few things in my practice that are really, really helping, and I would like to share some of those with you today. So, let's head over to the couch and jump straight in. Jamming every day, and it doesn't have to be something super structured, just play something for at least 5 minutes every single day. My favourite time to play is when I first wake up. Even if you're playing the same things for a lot of those days, naturally you will just push through and start to stumble across new things, and then you can develop those ideas. Speaking of, my next point is pushing through the boredom. So if you're playing the same thing over and over and over and over again, push through that, have a look into that groove and what you're playing, and see how you can completely dismantle it, completely deconstruct it, and find new ideas in that same idea. So for instance, sorry Rufus, I'm gonna have to put you over there for a second. He wants cuddles today. For instance, say I'm stuck in this same chord pattern, which is a lot of popular songs, right? And I've been playing it like this. And I can't seem to get out of that. I can completely deconstruct it and find different ways to do it. So I could start by rolling the chords nice and gently. Ooh, maybe there's something new in that. Now I've created more space here, so I could put new things in there. Yeah, and I'm finding new ideas. Do you want to get down? Is that what you want? Go on then. Maybe I could find new ways then to build it back up again, but in a completely different way. Maybe I could put some groove in there. Still putting those little new melodic ideas. And then maybe I could take that idea of a chord pattern and just shift it to different chords. And then bring it back, and suddenly I'm developing it into an entire piece of music, right? So whatever it is, whether it sounds good or not, just find new ways that you can approach that same idea, and suddenly new ideas will branch off it. You can even bring in your practices to that idea, and that takes me on to my next point. So one thing that's really important is having a good practice routine. 40% practice, 60% play is my personal golden ratio. That means sit down and practice whatever it is you want to practice that day, whatever technique you want to learn. Find new things to practice all the time as well, so you don't get stuck. You can look up resources like hand percussion tutorials, drum rudiments, tutorials on YouTube about playing the handpan. Practice that, and then play straight away afterwards and implement those practices, so that you are putting what you're learning into context. Because I see so many people so often getting really, really good at certain stuff and practicing really well, but then as soon as they sit down to just jam, they're straight back to their usual patterns and their usual habits, and actually nothing has changed. Play the groove that you're stuck on, but put a paradiddle in it, or a few different paradiddles in it. Create a melody with a paradiddle. Whatever it is you're practicing, implement those things straight away. For instance, one thing that I've been practicing recently is polyrhythms. I've been teaching these quite a lot. And to make it interesting for myself, I've been creating new patterns with it. I could go back to this chord pattern. Himself on top of the sofa. So I've taken that same chord progression. It sounds pretty much the same to the untrained ear, but I know that I'm doing something different. I'm practicing something different. I can make a melody with it. And I've got something new. you. Put some paradiddles in there, put some funky little grooves that you're practicing in there, whatever it is. Again, just find all those little elements and put them into a playful setting. Play is so important and it's so easily forgotten alongside practice. My next point is listen to as many different handpan players as possible. You will notice the more that you listen that everybody has such a unique playing style. Take for example Nadeshana versus Hang Massive, or Kate Stone versus Yuki Koshimoto, right? While they're all amazing in their own right, they play so differently, and there's so much that you can learn by listening to them or trying to jam along with them or trying to pick out certain melodies or certain grooves that they're using. Yeah, just listen and listen and listen and listen. It's just let it all kind of sink in and feel out how much potential there is in handpan music. It doesn't all have to sound the same. And finally, find the right resources that work for you. This video might be a good place to start. Cheeky little plug. But yeah, jokes aside, good luck breaking the cycle. Have fun with it. Explore, stay curious, be creative. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.